All praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and citation to all the Akim doing and pushing his word in sincerity and truth worldwide. And a sincere shalom to the elect. Slaki Akim. Man, what can you say about these Edomites, man? The devil's always going to be the devil, okay? They were doing it back then, they're doing it now. Let me just say it like that. More reasons why this place gotta go. I'll show you real quick. Yep. You read what it says, okay? And she was boasting about things. I'm gonna read it real quick. The audacity of these people, man. It's sick, So, here's what she says. Got 6 months probation. Like I said, no prison time. Getting ready for court today. Get this dumbass probation for 6 months and come home. So she thinks she was coming home to do the same shit with her friend's dog, her neighbor's dog, her new dog that she buy, or sneak off somewhere and do her freakism somewhere else. But, nah. This is what happened to her. She finally got sentenced. But I look at this photo and I said, this photo and this photo, they kind of don't look the same, but they kind of do. The face kind of, like she got fatter. This is a younger, probably when she was younger. This is a little bit older when she got a little bit fatter, So, hey, this is more reason why this place got to go. You see, Noah didn't say, hey, come into the ark, and he didn't sneak somebody in and say, hey man, you know what, there's no woman here for you, so just take a dog or a goat or anything like that, a female goat or a female dog. No, he didn't. That's unrighteousness. Okay, so this place here, and besides, remember, the world got flooded for a reason, all right? And on top of that, in the time of Sodom and Gomorrah, what do you think they were doing too? Okay? These vile acts, man. These odious works. So let me go into something real quick. Let's go into Ecclesiastes chapter, what chapter I wanted? 13? Sirach chapter 13 and verse 15. Every beast loveth his like. Every beast loveth his like, and every man loveth his neighbor. All flesh consorted according to kind, and a man will cleave to his like. Okay, so basically, the birds go with the birds. Dogs with dogs, humans with humans. Everything resorts onto its own kind, okay? And it goes on to say, what fellowship the wolf with the lamb. So, in that sense, you're supposed to be going with your own kind, okay? Your own flesh, a human, not no dog, not no whale, not no dolphin. That's absurd. That's wickedness, man. That's unrighteousness, okay? So everything, the Lord has made here, he made it, if it's a goat, it has a female goat. If it's a dog, a male dog, it has a female dog there, a counterpart, companionship, something to, multiply with, right? Just like man and woman. So a woman ain't supposed to be lying down with a beast nor a man, okay? This is all unrighteousness, and the reason why this happens is because the leader of this society is such himself, okay? Simple and plain. And we know it, okay? They promote this stuff on the internet heavily, okay, in their speech, their conversations, okay? And if you go to say something about these type of people, they're protected. Proverbs chapter 29, that's how you know who's in rulership. Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 27, an unjust man is an abomination to the just, and he that is upright in the way is an abomination to the wicked. So making these rules and these laws, these guys have the ability to, oh, yo, you can't talk about me like this, you can't do this, I'll take you to court, okay? But going back into this, an unjust man is an abomination to the just. Yeah, those works are abominations, man. Yahweh Shem Yahushai gave us a way to walk. And you even have, the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom dealing with these type of acts, okay? So when we're telling them about righteousness, it seems as a abomination to them. But their works is fully of abomination, man. This is why they don't, like I said at camp, this is an unpopular message to this society, okay? This is not a popular message to this society. It's an unpopular message to this society, okay? Sirach chapter 1 and verse 25. The parables of knowledge are in the treasures of wisdom, but godliness is an abomination to a sinner. But godliness is an abomination to a sinner, okay? Because they love that flesh. They love doing those wicked things. They love satisfying their flesh, okay? These are the same people coming right back again, okay? History repeats itself, okay? Job chapter 4 and 7. Who here on earth says whoever perish being innocent, okay? We all have our sins, but this type of stuff is, when we in rulership, King David in rulership, you think this type of stuff could fly underneath his nose, or Moses? Nah, man, you're being put to death, okay? Proverbs chapter 29, verse 16. When the wicked are multiplied, transgresseth, increaseth, but the righteous shall see their fall. Right, when the wicked are multiplied, transgression increaseth, right? So they allow these type of things, okay? And we all know that the wicked is in charge right now, okay? Verse 18, where there is no vision, the people perish, but he that keepeth the law, happy is he, okay? Where there is no vision, the people perish. Esau Edom, he doesn't go by, the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. He goes by his own understanding, okay? He neglects the instruction. Proverbs chapter 12 and verse 1. Whoso loveth instruction, loveth knowledge, but he that hateth reproof is brutish. A good man obtaineth favor of Yahweh, but a man of wicked devices will he condemn. A man shall not be established by wickedness, but the root of righteousness shall not be moved, okay? Root of righteousness is sure, okay? You put your trust into the Lord, you shall be like that green tree, growing, abundant, producing fruit. But if you put your trust in man with these odious acts and doing whatever you want, because he said to do whatever you want, YOLO, you only live once, well, you're like that tree that's in a barren land, salt land. You're not going to go far, okay? A man shall not be established. A man shall not be established by wickedness, right? Because wickedness, you keep doing wickedness, you're going against Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Transgression, iniquity, that sin upon sin. The scriptures tell you there's a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the ends thereof is death. You know how much diseases you could catch from these things? And these women make the excuses to say, well, you can't get pregnant, go ahead, you can do it. And the men, same thing, okay? A good man obtaineth favor of Yahweh. Why? Because he's doing righteousness. He prays for the Lord to, make him walk righteous, right? In that righteous path where he doesn't commit these type of acts, right? But a man of wicked devices will he condemn, and wicked thoughts, okay? Because devices can go into thoughts and intents. So unto you Israelites who don't get it, and you're keeping yourself up in these type of acts, the Lord's going to destroy you, man. You're condemned, okay? Whoso loveth instruction, loveth knowledge, But he that hateth reproof is brutish. Okay? Whosoever loveth instruction, loveth knowledge. These guys out here, they're ruining their life without that knowledge, without the correction of the Most High. Remember, the Lord said that what? Proverbs 3:11. My son, despise not the chastening of the Lord, neither be weary of his correction. And they hate it. Just like it says back in Proverbs. You know, they hate a man doing righteous. Us telling you don't be a moe. Us telling you don't sleep with animals. Us telling you the ways of correction. You hate it. Okay? And like I said, the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom is keeping up in this type of shit. This is a sick society, man. Gross darkness shall cover the earth, man. You know? Yeah, let's go there real quick. And this, you know, the whole foundation is out of course because of who? Esau, Edom right now. Psalms 82 and verse 5. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. Okay? All the foundations of the earth are out of course. Okay? Because this man doesn't establish or doesn't try to establish righteousness. He tries to go about his own way. Just like the Lord said, you know, Proverbs chapter 3 and 5, right? Don't lean to your own understanding. Lean to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And 2/3 of our people who are leaning to this man, you're going to get destroyed, okay? So it's no wonder that, you know, him being in power, he's not going to push forth the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai the righteous way, because we were a people made onto righteousness. He was a people made onto wickedness. Okay, they love doing that stuff, man. Habakkuk chapter 1 and verse 4. In so much they love doing it so much that it's all over the internet. Okay, if you were to ask AI who does that the most, I'm pretty sure AI is gonna say Caucasians. Okay, you know, Esau, Edom. Let me put it that way. Habakkuk chapter 1 and verse 4. Therefore the law is slack, and judgment doeth never go forth. For the wicked doeth compass about the righteous. Therefore wrong judgment proceedeth. Okay? Yeah, because they're in power. This is why wrong judgment proceedeth. Okay? They don't enforce, you know, the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. How can they? That which is crooked, you can't make it straight. The Lord made him crooked. Okay? And they love this type of stuff. They love lying down with animals, man. These people have an affinity, you know. This is why we tell you, hey, be careful with these Edomite chicks, man. Pretty, you want to say pretty, dolly? Yeah, you want to say dolly and pretty and all them things there, eh? You be careful with these things, man. You know, and like I said, even Jake is up to this mess, okay? Because who's in charge? Let's go here real quick. Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. We are the judges, okay? He covered our faces. We already know that. First Maccabee went in there, took out the pages, you know, put all his images, Renaissance. We all know that, okay? If not, where and who is he? We know who he is, because the Lord has revealed it unto our spirit, okay? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. And we're in those end of times right now, where the Lord said that Esau is the end and Jacob is the beginning that followeth. Everything is on the table. The MOTB, all of that. Okay? So let's go into something real quick too as well. You know, these people are sick, man. Job chapter 30 and verse 1. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. Right? You don't want them around my animals. Not even worthy to be around my animals, because guess what you're going to do? Yeah, that's right. You're going to do exactly what this chick right here was doing. You know? Arrested twice for doing it with a dog. That's just what they're saying. Arrested twice. Okay? She may have got warning too. But the hundreds of times that she was doing it, she only got caught twice. Okay? Or could have been more. Who knows? You know. Was that they're not in trouble as other men? You know. But she kind of looks like an Edomite, but at the same time she kind of looks like Espanol or Northern Kingdom or something like that. You know. But like I said, our people, you know, they've joined hand in hand with this man. They like what he's doing. They like what, you know, when in Rome, that saying. Sirach chapter 9 and verse 11. Envy not the glory of a sinner, for thou knowest not what shall be his end. Delight not in the thing that the ungodly have pleasure in, but remember they shall not go unpunished into their grave. Okay? So don't be envious of this man's ways in society, because within this man's ways of society, this is what he incorporates. Doing it with the dog, you could do whatever you want, YOLO spirit, you could be backwards, you could snip off parts, all this, you know, freakism, weirdism, moism type shit, okay? And you see these people, they on top. They got the bag. They got everything, right? So don't envy that. Don't envy their glory. Don't be caught up with, hey, you know what, I could do that too. You know, go itching, you know? No. You stay away from them. Because at the end of the year, day and week, there's judgment. You see, like I said, if King David was around, that shit wouldn't be happening like that. You know? And when our kingdom is established, which is forever and ever, Isaiah 45 and 17, that shit ain't gonna be happening either. Leviticus chapter 20 and verse 15. If a man lie with a beast, he shall surely be put to death, and he shall slay the beast. And if a woman approach unto any beast, and lie down thereto, thou shalt kill the woman and the beast. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. Bottom line, man. Okay? So this is another reason this place has got to go, man. These sickos out here, they're doing sicko shit. And a lot of these people, they're teaching your kids, they're teachers, you know what I mean? Assistant teachers. These people are in a position of power, man. This is why you don't envy the glory of a sinner, man. You know, I want to be like her. Nah, man. A lot of you guys sitting on the internet seeing that shit, and they be talking about how they're getting the bag, and they fly out different places to perform these odious acts, you know, and you want to be a part of that, you know? Well, hey, just judgment is judgment for people like this, man. You know? Be careful with these Edomite gal, too. You know, careful. So with that, hey, all praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh. Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakak, Wadash. Double honor to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and salutation to all the Akim doing and pushing his word in sincerity and truth worldwide. And a sincere shalom to the elect. I hope you're edified, Lord willing. Akim, Abad, Babal. Shalom.